On to our next guest now. Since the 90s, the show Sex and the City has been a blueprint for people's lives, from dating to relationships and life in New York City. The show covered it all.
And while a huge focus was on dating and sex, friendship was just as important as the main characters were.
Don't laugh at me, but maybe we could be each other's soulmates. And then we could let men be just these great, nice guys to have fun with.
Candace Bushnell is the original Carrie Bradshaw. Her column in the 90s was the basis for the show.
Her one-woman show, True Tales of Sex, Success, and Sex in the City, is back, and you can catch it next week at the George Street Playhouse in New Brunswick, New Jersey. But first, we have the OG right here. Welcome to New York Living, Candace Bushnell.
How are you guys?
Good to see you.
True icon.
Good to see you.
Hello, hello.
Thank you.
So nice to see you. Come on in. Happy Galentine's Day.
Yes, absolutely.
How are
Absolutely.
things?
Things are great, and in fact, I'm going to a Galentine's dinner tonight.
Oh.
Are you with the girls?
With the girls, I'm very excited, and I always, people always ask if I have lots of girlfriends like I did on Sex and the City, and the answer is yes. I mean, even when I was a little kid, I had lots and lots of little girlfriends.
Yeah.
And I still do to this day. I'm always organizing them. Let's go to dinner. Let's, go out at least once or twice a week.
Good for you. Well, so dinner, going out, that requires leaving the house, but there's actually a study that says people do prefer sometimes staying in. Which do you prefer? What are you doing tonight?
Well, people stay in because they have a house. If you live in New York City and you have a tiny apartment,
The shoebox, yes.
then no. But tonight I'm actually going out to the Hamptons, so
nice.
I will go to somebody's house.
It's excellent beach weather. just bikini weather all day.
I've actually been cross-country skiing.
Oh, that's awesome.
Across the street from my house.
Of course, yeah.
And I feel like it's pretty good exercise.
So for people that don't know, what is Galentine's Day?
Well, Galentine's Day is, instead of Valentine's Day, it's where you gather all of your girlfriends.
Yeah.
And, I remember so many Valentine's Days where there was no guy.
Right.
And it was always a bunch of women like, let's get together and celebrate this. And then apparently now it's a slightly separate holiday. Yeah. It's the day before Valentine's Day. So.
Yeah, I love it. I'm celebrating my girlfriends today. Love them very much. For you, you talked about turning 50 in female friendship and how important that is.
Yes. And I think, one of the things that happens when, you get to be you get to be in your 50s, early 60s, and life changes. A lot of women end up getting divorced, changing their lives, and if you don't get divorced, then your kids are usually leaving the nest.
Yeah.
So it's a time when you need those girlfriends again in the way that you did when you were in your 20s and 30s. So I call, being in your 30s and 40s is those are your reproductive years. And, and then it changes again.
Kind of comes full circle.
Yes, it comes full
For someone who's never had a Galentine's, although I would love to.
You can have a Galentine's.
We could have a
Galentine's.
I don't know. What do you prefer to do? What's kind of your favorite thing to do? Like, you talked a little bit about it, but like, what is like when you're hanging out with your friends tonight in the Hamptons? Like, what are you guys gonna do? Like, play like some crazy games or what?
I personally don't play games.
Yeah.
Oh God, I suppose that there's, Trivial Pursuit and trivia games and that sort of thing. I just go to dinner. Go to dinner and have a couple of drinks and some good gossip, and we usually end up talking somewhat about men and dating.
Of course.
So I guess it's never that far away.
No, and it's never boring, right? British Vogue just put out an article that said that boyfriends are embarrassing. What's your hot
Yes.
take? Loaded question.
You know, no, I understand, and I've been saying this for a while. The future seems to be more and more single, and that is definitely a trend that we see. There are more and more single people. Part of it is, I think, because we can be single, and you know, 50 years ago, 100 years ago, you couldn't really be single. There wasn't any soup for one. You know, but now you can be, and it seems like so many people are choosing to be single, you know, in one way or another, sometimes by default because they can't find anybody. And, you know, people have, you know, I think relationships have changed a lot, and I think that dating apps have changed relationships quite a bit in terms of psychologically what people feel like they can get or they deserve. And, you know, it changes things. I mean, there didn't used to be, you know, so much ghosting, and, you know, I hear these stories so often of go out on a date, you think it goes really, really well, it's fantastic, the person is texting you right after, can't wait to see you again, and then you don't hear anything from them. And that's actually happened to me a few times.
Who ghosted you? Who ghosted you? Out them right now. What are their names?
We're going to find you. We'll take care of them.
We'll do it. Don't worry. We got you.
I can't ghost you.
I've even made out with a guy and gotten all the texts like, I can't wait to see you again. And then I hear nothing.
Name.
Nothing?
Name.
Nothing.
Address and name, please.
I don't want to say.
You're nice.
I'm still kind of, I'm friendly with him.
Well, his loss.
When I see him.
His loss, completely. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it. Shedding some light on Galentine's Day. Happy Galentine's Day. Candace Bushnell, thank you very much.
Yes.
You can catch Candace on stage, One Woman Show, February 19th. For tickets, head over to georgestreetplayhouse.org.
It's going to be a good
Do
one.
it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.